So I've just been speaking to somebody who's been in the estate agent kind of trade for the last 23 years or so, and just having a chat about the market and what his thoughts were and what's he seen in the market. Well, clearly a few things. One, there's not enough stock to sell or rent at the moment. Two, the rental price have absolutely gone berserk because of lack of stock and there's a massive demand. People are having to overpay, I guess, because rents have risen so much, and the rents have risen so much because as a consequence of either interest rate rise affecting their mortgage now or anticipated rises that will happen in the future. So landlords, like any good business, are hedging against this increase in cost. So that's then affecting the market for tenants. And generally now speaking, most people are having to share or cohabit into houses. So typically, he was telling me that a family and their cousins, for example, will come in and joint share a three-bedroom house. So there will be two cousins, two wives sharing one house. The average rent around in East London is for a three bed is £2,000. So in terms of stress tests, they are being stress tested to be able to afford the rent at 2.5 times the rent. So in that case, it's 2.5 times £2,000. So you're looking at almost 5 grand worth of earnings before people can actually get the house. So this is causing a stress for everybody, especially tenants who are coming in to look for places to live in. So, what do you have to do in terms of as a landlord? If you're self-managing, I guess this thing is getting harder and harder because, quite frankly, the government wants everybody who's a single landlord, a few, one or two property landlords, to get out of the market. Let the big companies like John Lewis and Lloyd's Bank take over and apparently professionalize the industry. So what should you be doing? Well, first of all, if you have got a few properties, you really need to get your act in order in terms of regulation. I counted yesterday about 8 items of information that you need to give to the tenant before they move in about the tenancy, as well as about 7 or 8 other legal mandated requirement for you to serve them before they move in about the property. Things like EICRs, gas cert, EPC, how to rent guide, do immigration checks, etc., etc. So things are getting harder and harder. And my advice to you, if you've got one or two, really now's the time to start looking at outsourcing that to an agent who's professionally trained to look after these properties for you, because should you not serve one thing right, your possibility of being able to get that property back will be very difficult. You'll have to go to court, and you'll keep losing a few times at the first stage, and then eventually you'll probably get it. So by that time, you're looking at maybe a year, 2 years of lack of or loss of rent. So what can I say? So, everybody hates a good landlord. So here you are. So it is all about, this is running a business. There's a lot of things that are going on at any one time. Regulations change, tenants change, market forces change, interest rate changes. So it's not just, we go home now and sleep all day and money's just coming into the bank and we don't have to do anything about it. So be warned, if you are in this business, really quickly get to professionalize. If you've got one or two, look to rent it out via an agent, and certainly, DM us. And if you are in the southeast of England, we'll probably be able to help you as well.